And we are live for the last time from my home office. We will be getting back in the regular studio. Hopefully today, but it didn't happen today. But we will be getting back in the regular studio this coming week. We have some awesome guests lined up. And kicking it back off tonight, I just wanted to do a quick little, not really quick, but whatever, a little show tonight with Matt DasCowboy, our producer. If you don't know who I am, my name is John Crump, and I see G Webs out there. Good evening, G Webs. I am the director for GOA. I'm also a director for GOA Virginia, and I'm also a writer for MLN.com, and I do a lot of interesting things everywhere. And I am joined by the college boy tonight, Matt DasCowboy. Hopefully, I don't have the corona. Rona, man. I don't want to get the Rona. That would be bad. But first, let me tell you how you can help us out here. If you want to help us out, you can help us out at patreon.com/John Crump, or you can do a super chat type thing with paypal.me/John CC. I just wanted to make a quick little announcement. I'm going to be keeping this channel for the live streams, and I am going to be using my old channel, which I have been told can be monetized again, for to cut these shows up and to do all sorts of non-live videos, you can say. So everything else is going to be going up there. I am typing the address in as we speak. That should do it right there.
Is a demonetized account?
Oh yeah, they said I can reapply, and so Black Fun Media, and that's a lot quicker to reapply there because I already checked all those boxes. I need to check. So I am joined tonight by DasCowboy himself, and that would be Matt DasCowboy. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. First couple months this year was exciting as I went back to college and did great in there until we got the corona running around, and it got really hectic and a pain in the butt to deal with. I'm sure everyone else out there has gone through something similar. Jobs probably got laid off. From what I understand, it was like 2.2 million people have signed up for unemployment because of the COVID experience. And a lot of small business owners are really hurting right now, especially here in Virginia. It's been a long and enduring 3 months for myself, just hanging in here, trying to do the best I can. Now that we're starting to finally get some information out there, it seems like they got a couple of cures lined up, treatment plans lined up. Seems like they got a vaccine trial period down in Atlanta, Georgia, and a whole bunch of other things. So I'm not worried as I was when it hit fan about February, March. How about yourself?
I am doing quite good, actually. Just hanging in there. My wife surprised us and came home early,
Yes.
which is very, very cool. Well, she surprised the kids. I found out she was coming home early, and we didn't tell the kids, and it was adorable as they ran out and greeted her. It's a tearjerker. I would definitely say it's a tearjerker. It was very, very cute. Maybe I could play the raw video here just because we're going to get into some serious stuff tonight. So might as well just try to lighten up the mood a little bit with everything that's going on in the world.
Flying a drone when you came in?
No, I wasn't flying a drone.
The camera looked like it was a drone. It was just nice and even.
No, it was a gimbal, but I'll play the video just as a little palate cleanser for everyone out there. Yeah, she has to wear a mask for 2 weeks.
So she got to work in the house constantly for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she kicked you out of bed so she can enjoy her own bed for a little while.
Yeah, I'm shacking up with my son in my son's room for a little bit. It's all right. I mean, she's been gone, so you know she deserves that.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a good time. You ready to get into some serious stuff now?
Yeah, I guess might as well. The news has all been doom, doom, doom. So let's hear some more news.
Well, we're going to talk about some good stuff, but also some not so good stuff. The Ahmed Arbery story, the guy that was jogging, he was killed because the people thought that he was a uh, a burglar. It turns out not to be the case. I wanted to keep my judgment, but looking at the video, which I'll play here, let me just throw this up here. Let's take a look at it. Let's see.
But I can't hear no audio.
I'm just trying to get the video. If you see here.
If I see an individual being attacked by two people with
Yeah, that was sad. I just want to get your opinion on it. I kept my opinion quiet until more information came out because, a lot of times stuff changes in situations like that. Oh, that's my beautiful car there. But in this case, it looks like the original report was pretty accurate.
Well, in my opinion, a guy going down the street and he gets a gun pulled on him, there's only a few things you can do. One, beg for mercy, or two, go on the offensive. Did he do anything wrong by walking down the street? No. Did the two guys chasing after him in a truck? I mean,
yeah, I mean, I definitely think that the guys are in the wrong, and I do think they're going to get hit with murder. And honestly, I believe that they should be hit by murder. Hit with murder charges.
From what I understand, the father, he was former investigator for the police department, and that's why initially they didn't really do anything. So I'm hoping that the police department gets a kick in the ass for that as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can't just not do anything, man. You have to do something in that situation. It looked pretty much like it was murder, and I definitely think it was murder.
Yeah, I mean, if I was jogging down the street and someone pulled a gun on me, started yelling at me, well, there's a couple options I'd have to pull out of my ass, and that's either go on the defensive and beg for mercy or go on the offensive. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I think it would be a whole different story if that gentleman jogging had a carry permit and was able to defend himself that way.
Yeah, but he was wearing jogging shorts and everything. He didn't do anything wrong. And that gives gun owners a bad name. I saw a lot of people saying, ban open carry, ban guns for this, and it's not the gun; it's the person who was wielding the gun. It was the two redneck idiots who decided to kill him.
Yeah, and if you really look at it, a lot of the gun laws that's been passed over the years, they would have been bypassed anyway because he was a retired police officer. So in most localities and most states, if you're a police officer or even retired, you're allowed to retain a superior gun rights than the average person. So that even if they had the strictest gun laws in the world, hey, he was a retired police officer, so he would have been bypassed all those laws anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely would. It definitely would bypass the laws, and that's not right. So they were now charged, which is a good thing, and hopefully that they get the book thrown at them, because that was not a good shoot. It definitely was not a good shoot.
If it's anything less than manslaughter, there's going to be a huge protest on that, and because I mean, manslaughter is absolute less. Because I mean, you could argue I accidentally discharged when he came running towards me. But murder charge definitely needs to be brought up because just the whole scenario is completely wrong.
Yeah, the whole scenario is completely wrong, and hopefully it gets taken care of. One of the other things that's been going on, which is actually a better thing than what we're talking about here, is what happened. Well, let's start back and what happened in California. Let's hit that one up first.
With California, California's a state that's got a lot of things going on as far as 2A's concerned.
Yeah, well, originally their ammo background check was knocked down because it was like 60,000 false denials and only 187 true denials. So a judge struck it down because 1 in 5 people were being rejected for miscellaneous reasons, wrong reasons. And so when the judge knocked it down, California did an emergency appeal to the Ninth Circuit Court, and the Ninth Circuit Court issued them a stay in the ruling until it can be heard. But we've seen this with the magazine ban restriction, where they issued a temporary stay that's been over a year now, and it's still there because they haven't heard it. So I got a feeling that what's going to happen now. But for a judge to go on record and say that, that the law is a violation of the Second Amendment, is actually pretty good. It's the same judge from the magazine ruling case.
Yeah, what irks me is, I mean, how can you put an appeal on it, like the magazine ban, put an appeal on that or temporarily suspending that judgment, or till I guess the whole Ninth Circuit Court has to meet and pass a judgment? That how that goes?
Correct.
Right. So when's that going to happen? I mean, is there a time limit? There's got to be some kind of movement on this. If it's forward, backward, left, or right, they got to do something sometime.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that they do. But what I think they should do and what actually happens is two different things, man.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's like that with a lot of different things. Look at the Safeside case in Virginia, for example. Safeside won, and they were able to reopen their range. But the thing is that it only applied to that one range, which sucks, but it is what it is. But the ruling is only good for the original end today. And instead of saying, hey, we lost this case and we'll lose it again if it goes to court, they just extended the state of emergency where recreational centers have to close down, and the governor is like, well, you know what? I'm not going to exempt them again. So gonna probably go back to court, and it's gonna take some time to get it opened up again. Hopefully, this time it's gonna be statewide.
Yeah, well, it's one of those. Or this time, or Mitch down there, Safeside, he filed the court through the Roanoke facility, not the Lynchburg this time. There's a lot of legalese and stuff like that. Is it one of those things where a judgment is passed that set a precedent? So, I mean, if I had a gun range, I'd open up because you shut me down. Well, there's my legal precedent. Now I would go to court and fight underneath that and turn it into a civil lawsuit as well. I guess it's one of those money games and time games. I think the governor is really going to try and wait them out.
Absolutely, yes. That's exactly what happens. Is they play this game where they're like, we are a state. We can just print money, literally, basically, because of government. So they do that, and we waste all our taxpayers' money trying to fight this crap, and we lose anyway. And then they get all this. We lose money, and they waste all this time, and GOA wastes money fighting this again, and that's what happens, man.
Well, is it are these courts, they're going through the legal system, correct? Not the civil system?
Yeah. It's there's a law on the books in Virginia that says that the governor cannot use a state of emergency to override the Virginia Constitution or the Constitution of the United States.
Yeah.
So they sued that, saying that he's violating the Virginia Constitution.
Yeah, well, because he keeps playing the time game, I'm wondering, well, he can't beat the time game civil court, and he's done it on multiple occasions already. I mean, if you look at the VCDL lobby day, he just they played the game, and the court case didn't get heard until the day after or so, and eventually got dropped. And now he's doing the same thing with the gun ranges. So can we just turn around and sue him in civil court?
That is a question that I don't really know the answer to tell you the truth.
Well, you know me, I'm always throwing ideas at you.
Yeah, that would be more of a question for Mitch to consider. Because he would have to bring that, or another range would have to bring that.
Mm-hmm.
A GOA couldn't bring that case.
Mm-hmm. Well, what about individuals down at the lobby day? Or could we bring up a civil suit from that?
I don't know. I would have to check with some of the attorneys. I mean, I guess you could sue for violating your civil rights.
I mean, if they're not, or they're going to play the game in the legal system, then we can jump over to the civil system, keep playing with them. Something's got to give. I mean, they're just keeping feeding on the rights, and that's just not right at all.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what governments do.
Yeah, it needs to stop. We can only be on the defensive for so long before we got to switch to offensive.
Well, we've been going on the offensive a little bit, like in Massachusetts. GOA sued the state of Massachusetts for them closing the ranges, and we won that case. So all the gun stores and ranges are open as of today.
Yeah, that was excellent. When you posted that, I read it as gun ranges are open in Mass. Now I was thinking EN Mass, not in Massachusetts. So I got all excited about the gun ranges could be open in Virginia again.
No, I was talking about Massachusetts. So yeah, so Massachusetts, we did get that victory right there, which is very, very cool.
Yeah, and surprising too, considering it's Massachusetts. I mean,
Well, we went through federal court there, and we're going through state court in Virginia. You're going to see a lot of new cases in Virginia very shortly. I would guess.
yeah, I'm pretty sure July 1st, as soon as all these new gun laws go into effect, that's when a wave of lawsuits going to be coming.
I would guess.
Okay.
I would guess that's right. Not saying that I have any inside information or anything. I don't know where to get inside information from, but I would guess that would be true.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure one handgun a month, for example, is going to be challenged in Virginia. Virginia has a law that you're only allowed to purchase one handgun a month unless you have a concealed handgun permit. But the thing about that is there was a federal ruling in D.C. saying that a limit on the amount of handguns you can buy in a month is contrary to the Second Amendment.
Yeah,
So
because we had that law for quite a while, like 10 years or so, and it was dropped before. I thought a court case settled that already.
No, the law was repealed. A court case happened after the law was repealed. So it's given us a little bit more information, a little bit more ammunition to go after that case.
I wish I had enough money to buy more than 2 handguns a month.
Yeah, but for like people like me, it sometimes hurts me a little bit because part of my job is to look over handguns.
Mm-hmm.
And without that, I'm limited. It actually hurts my income.
Mm-hmm. Then their solution would be, all right, well, then you have to sign up for FFL, and that's a whole different ballgame, or manufacturer's license. And
I had an FFL.
I'm not surprised.
I haven't done shops before. But you have to be in the business to make money. You have to actually have business hours and, I do some business with either transferring or selling firearms and stuff like that, which I'm not really interested in doing. I don't want to do.
Yes, and that's another law that's come down. What is it? Civilian background checks. I mean, have they even figured out how civilians are supposed to be doing it? I mean, when I say civilians, just the private sales, I guess.
Yeah, they're gonna. Basically, you're gonna have to go to a FFL and do the transfer that way. They log it in, then they log it back out to the new guy.
Okay, so if I'm going to sell a gun to a buddy that I've known my whole life, instead of giving him the firearm and getting cash or whatnot, I have to go down and pay more money. And in background checks, shoot, they're taking a couple of days at this rate. So I guess the FFL is going to have to put the gun in the safe or something like that and charge us the storage fee for it as well.
Yeah, I mean that's a possibility. It's also going to overwhelm the systems in Virginia as well. A lot of people get delayed now, and they're going to get even more delayed. In Virginia, everything goes to the state police. It doesn't go directly to NICS. There's another lawsuit that's going on that we're challenging. Where is it? I think it's Georgia. It's in several different states. Basically, the ATF sent out a letter that's basically contrary to law. There is a statute that says if a state's concealed handgun permit meets the requirements of gun ownership, like basically you have to go through a 4473 and whatnot, and all that. other jabs, then it can be used in lieu, as Michigan is the state, in lieu of having to go through a 4473 background check, because you already went through background check and you like your handgun permit is proof. Well, the ATF has been sending out letters saying that, well, I know that's the law, but in practice, we're not going to allow that. And so GOA is suing, saying, what are you talking about? In practice, you're not going to allow that.
I mean, ATS really starting to get on my nerves. They're literally going around like the bump stock ban. They reworded it, and
they changed the definition of a machine gun.
Yeah, and that's not the legal way to go about things. So I'm still, it's baffling on how they're getting away with changing wording without legal precedent. I mean,
they're changing, not wording, they're changing definitions. Yeah, it's like, that's not a machine gun.
But it's not a machine gun. It's just a accessory.
Yeah, it's definitely not a machine gun. It doesn't match the definition of a machine gun in any shape or form. And, you know, now that they got bump stocks, they're probably going to go after binary triggers.
Yeah.
I can see that coming, which I have a bunch of, so.
Yeah, I've been telling everyone, don't tell the anti-gunners anything about binary triggers. If they don't know, then they won't go after it. And stop sending.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they already know. I'm sure they're going to go after it. I'm sure it's already in their game plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Positive is already in their game plan. But there's a lot of battles to be had. We've had a lot of victories so far this year with, the California initial victory, the Virginia victory, the Massachusetts victory. And hopefully we're going to get more victories as things calm down. One thing that this coronavirus did do, it actually made a lot more gun owners.
Yep, and if any new gun owners are watching this and around the Roanoke area and don't want to spend money on lessons, reach out to me. I'm more than happy to teach you some basics of firearm safety. And reach out to people that you know that have had firearms. Don't just buy one, keep it loaded and underneath your pillow. That's not a very good idea at all.
I know Open Source Defense, which is a open source like gun community. Mm-hmm. They have been doing like online classes.
Yeah, I've been seeing quite a few of those.
Where they're not teaching you how to shoot per se, but they are teaching you like gun safety and stuff like that.
Get the ball rolling.
Yeah, it's Open Source Defense is a very interesting group. It's basically made up of Silicon Valley people. So a lot of them are, left-leaning, I guess you can say, but they are pro-gun. Mm-hmm. But Open Source Defense is doing some pretty cool things. NSSF is doing some pretty cool things as well. Where National Shooting Sports Foundation, they're doing some online classes as well, which is good. Man, the chat room is dead tonight. Wow.
Yeah, well, we haven't been on a routine, so they're not really looking out for us.
Plus Fridays. Fridays is always terrible. That's why I stopped doing Fridays. So the NSSF is doing online classes as well. They're doing videos that they're throwing up on YouTube, teaching basic gun safety and stuff like that. because a lot of people can't get to the range, whether the range is even open or not.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of places, it's not even open. Yeah, yeah, not many here. Yeah, and I know there's G webs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I haven't been able to do anything. We were late. I'm having technical difficulties. That's why I'm in the office, not in my studio. It was a giant pain in the butt tonight, as it usually is. Um, Friday nights is really weird, man. Just every other night is like rolling. Like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Fridays is just like I think everyone's just so tired from the week that they sleep. Besides G Webs who never sleeps. He just drives around in his van to different events around the country.
John, what's going on?
John Voorhees is in the house as well. Hi, John. Yeah, I'm going to be doing Hank's Strange Show next week, by the way, just for anyone out there. Yeah, I haven't been. If you've been sending me text messages and whatnot, I've had my text messages off for like forever. I go through these phases where I just like turn off all my communications, and I'm almost impossible to get in touch with.
Yep. I'll send you a message and get a response about 2 days later sometimes.
It is what it is. There is also another thing that just came out today where there's a Utah gun advocate who was fighting in the 10th Circuit about the bump stock ban. And I'm not sure if I will have a free time next week. I'm not sure, though. And he lost his appeal today, so we did lose a bump stock case today. Yeah, well, I mean, there's tons and tons of bump stocks out there.
Yeah.
Carl, I'm sorry that you've been laid off, man. That sucks.
Girl.
You know how many bump stocks there are out there for the people that have not been turned in or destroyed? An estimate?
I think the last estimate I saw was somewhere around 1.5 million, or is that the total made? And it
That's the total net million made. They estimated about there's still 500,000 bump stocks in private hands.
And Carl, you worked with me. We've been laid off quite a few times. It's just a routine for us.
Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. You know what? I think I'm going to drop this whole gun stuff, sell all my guns, and just try to build a very, very fast grocery getter car. Or maybe I'll just do that in addition to my guns.
Yeah.
Matt's laughing because my car is now putting out around 525 horses. It's a 4-door grocery getter.
It's a 4-door sedan. It should not be that fast and that much pony.
Yeah, it's about to go up maybe more. How many people working 2 days a week? Still keep. Oh, that's actually nice. Yeah, this whole thing is crazy. The question for people out there: do you think that we should reopen the country, or do you think we should wait longer?
I have an answer. I'll wait until I start seeing some answers pop up in the chat, though. Hey, I got 9% in my cash class.
What's that?
I have until midnight tonight to accept a lettered grade or a pass-fail grade for my college classes. So I'm going through checking my final grades, and I got a 99% in my AutoCAD class.
Well, there you go. That's my baby right there.
No, that's your son's baby.
That is true. John says we need to reopen. I tend to agree, and I'm not one for the pandemic conspiracy theories or anything like that, but at some point you just have to say, I mean, you can't infringe on people's rights because of that.
Yeah. I agree with that. When it first came out, I was real hesitant on speaking out because, it was just a scary time. We heard about this thing coming from China that could wipe out um, quite a bit of the population, affect us in our age group, affect our children, affect our parents. So, it's real scary. But now that a lot more information come out, you got your procedures, treatment plans, and you got these vaccines that's come out. I saw last week there's one out or being tested out in Atlanta, Georgia. With all the information coming out, I'm not scared. I mean, it's gotten to the point where if we do catch it, it's treatable. It's gotten to the point where the hospitals and doctors won't be overwhelmed. It's time to open back up. Now, do it smart. Don't be going around hugging everybody. Keep your distance. If you want to wear a mask, fine, wear a mask. It's time to reopen. There's been probably, I'm curious on knowing two things. One, how many small businesses had closed in Virginia or the country? And two, how high the suicide rate has increased.
The suicide rate has increased massively. I see John talking about protesters storming a building with guns. That was a bunch of hubbub. Let me bring up the story here.
Yeah, if I remember right, they just walked inside and they're supposed to be pounding on the door or something like that.
Yeah, okay, here. Armed protesters stormed, like even Fox News are saying they stormed, the Capitol in Michigan. Armed lockdown protesters storm Michigan. Let me show you some of these. And this is the crazy thing about this. Let me just open up the right here. Oh, wow. Damn it. Stupid ad.
The red door. You can say that's a small capital.
Yeah, armed protesters who stormed Michigan capitals. And the thing is, and they also refer to them as racism and stuff like that. The thing is, no one stormed anything. They went there. They had their temperature taken and everything else, and they were good to go. They went through all the checks and everything, so no one stormed anything. It's stupid.
Yeah, they walked in, they were let in, then they started yelling.
Yeah, I would have to disagree with Sheila Benson there. Coronavirus is not. It's not all out. We all will die pandemic, but it is a little bit worse than the flu. If you look at contagion rates and fatality rates. But I get what you're saying, and I hear you.
Yeah, it's one of those things where everyone's looking at the or at the death rates and cure rates has it right now. You got to remember, we did go into a lockdown, whether we agreed with it or not. I mean, the whole country basically stopped for almost 2 months now. So those rates could be a lot higher if that didn't happen.
And they are higher than the flu. Pete, this is the thing. You seem to have people on two different sides of this. One side is way over here, and they believe that it's nothing. There's nothing to it. Then you have people way over there that believe that it's an end-all virus that's going to kill off humanity. Well, the truth is, it's somewhere in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to understand that it's somewhere in the middle. And we have to understand that not everything is in our control. And we also have to understand that you can't give up fundamental rights for you can't give up fundamental rights for something like that. Your rights doesn't stop because of an illness, and that's just the way it is. Good hygiene is very important. It's very important. But yeah, make like Howard Hughes, wash your damn hands. You know Howard Hughes used to lock himself in a room and shit in a bucket?
Like just a regular 5-gallon bucket?
Yeah, because he didn't want to leave a room. He was a crazy guy. But yeah, so we have to look at it for what it is.
Okay.
I mean, this whole virus. Look at what it is, and we also have to be on the lookout for people trying to exploit this virus. Hillary Clinton had a quote recently. It kind of reminded me of that Rahm Emanuel quote about, never let a good crisis to go to waste. And she's like, we need to take advantage of this crisis and fundamentally change America. Like, no, we don't. What are you talking about? So there's going to be people that's going to try to take advantage of this. And there's a lot of people that's going to take advantage of this. You can see this across governments, like Northam in Virginia here, or Gavin Newson out in California. You have Cuomo who's trying to take advantage of this to try to shut down gun ranges and everything else, and gun shops. But the thing is, it might sound cold, but we have to take advantage of it too. We have a bunch of new people who bought guns specifically because of this outbreak. Now, when the outbreak is over, we have to accept them into the gun community and not shun them, saying, oh, we've been telling you, ha, ha, ha. We have to accept them, and we have to embrace them and welcome them and teach them and try to turn them into two-way allies.
Yeah, and if they don't want to keep their guns, you can buy them at the half the price you pay for them.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I had a whole list. I hit up some of my liberal friends who were totally anti-gun, and they went and bought guns because of all this. And I'm like, when you're ready to sell it, let me know. There will be cheap guns, but I think the pandemic actually helped our cause, because it actually showed, people were like, why would you ever need a gun? There's never going to be a situation where you need a gun. And they're like, food's not going to run out. There's not going to be a meat shortage. There's not going to be this shortage. And now they go in their grocery stores and they're like, holy hell. They're like, I need a damn gun to protect what I have. I feel like in Soviet Russia sometime with like the lack of toilet paper.
Oh, I'm finally stocked up on toilet paper.
No, I am too, man. I've been stocked up forever. Funny story is I bought crates and crates of toilet paper a couple of years ago. And everyone made fun of me because I bought crates of toilet paper. And I'm like, I'm looking to the future, man. Looks like something's going to happen and toilet paper is going to become a commodity. And now those same people are calling me up, hey, man, can I borrow a couple rolls of toilet paper?
Borrow? They didn't say buy, they said borrow?
Yeah, it's like, I guess they're going to give it back to me. Not the same rolls, but different rolls when they find it.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, so, yeah.
All right, so John was talking about the New York case. What was going on here?
The Second Amendment one, where the Supreme Court punted it because they said they got rid of the law. That was a terrible ruling, by the way.
Yeah. So my question is, so now if they put the law back in, does the court case automatically pop back up, or we're going to have to go through the whole proceeding again?
You would have to go through the whole thing again.
And if they drop it, then the court case gets dropped again. Are you serious? This is really how we're going to do things?
That's what they have done all the time, not with just gun stuff, with other stuff as well.
No wonder.
It's just something that they do, man. It's political. It's theater, man. The whole legal system is theater. I was talking to my lawyer today about some stuff, and some of the stuff he tells me is just crazy. Not my tax lawyer, but my other lawyer. The one I use for like constitutional issues. But yeah, it's kind of funny. But this is just a game that they play when you have to play it, and you just hope that eventually
they slip up, and that's when we catch them.
Oh, the courts say, okay, well, we're going to roll on this. That's what happened with Heller, the Heller decision. DC was playing that game, and then the court said, okay, you want to keep on playing this game, we're removing all gun laws. And that was when it was kind of cool because there was like no magazine limitations, no gun limitations, and got a picture somewhere of me standing near the Washington Monument, open carrying, because they couldn't prosecute you for like 3 days until DC went back in there and like with their tail between their legs and says, okay, well, we will start issuing permits. That's what's going to have to happen.
A lot of people are running out of patience. That's what's getting sort of scary. I mean, when you get a large population that's getting tired of watching these political games, and the fact that they're actually watching this happen, or the cycle go on, and they just don't have the patience. They just see them keep losing the case, you keep getting screwed over. I mean, you just got to keep reminding people, hey, this is how the legal system works. It sucks, but it's part of the game that we got to play. It really pisses some people off.
Yeah, I mean, it is definitely the game that we have to play. It's a long game, and you have to play the long game. And hopefully, that's why you have multiple cases from multiple different jurisdictions.
Yeah, John, I heard about that lady down in Texas. She got arrested for opening up her salon because she basically got pissed off because the pet salon was able to open up and function right next door to her hair salon. And so kept her open, ended up in jail for a couple of days. If I remember right, our governor even chipped in on a $7,000 bond. And today, Ted Cruz actually went to her salon and got a haircut. There's a picture of him sitting in his barber chair.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, the Texas Supreme Court released her. Do you like my? I got a black market haircut. Actually, looks pretty good for a black market haircut.
Yeah, I reached out a couple times on Facebook Marketplace asking for a COVID haircut, but then you got all these people going, "Oh, you can't go out, can't do this." I'm like, "Shut up! Look at my hair."
Yeah, my hair was really long. I went to someone's house and got it cut.
Yeah, but
Uh,
I just need to know what house to go with who.
yeah, well, the person I got a haircut for, they're a salon owner, and it's like an apartment it's in an old town, and their apartment is over their salon.
Mm-hmm.
So
did you wear a trench coat and a one of those hats walking in so no see you know what you were doing?
no, she was very busy.
Oh, really? That's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah, she's like totally booked up. I had to like book out a few days just because she was like just booked.
That's good. Yeah, here locally, the restaurant was the police or the Salem Police Department showed up and told them to close the doors. I haven't got the full details on that, but I know in our zone we're actually going to go down there tomorrow and eat breakfast. About 20, 40 of us. We'll might social distance. We'll see how that goes, how everything works out.
Yeah, I mean, it is a very, very interesting time.
Mm-hmm.
I would just caution people to actually listen to facts on both sides. Don't listen to, idiots who think that there's no virus at all and it's all made up, which I've actually seen where people think
the 5G gave us the virus. What the hell?
Yeah, the 5G people, basically. It's a reaction to 5G, man. I was like, no, it's not. They're like, how do you know? That's one of the funny things. I had someone tell me it was a reaction to 5G, and I said it's definitely not a reaction to 5G. You know it's not, right? And they're like, how do you know, man? Are you trying to pretend like you're some type of expert on 5G? I'm like, actually, I'm pretty much am. I was testing 5G back in like 2013, 14. And there were like one tower in the freaking country.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the internet, it's got to a point where I can't tell if people are really this stupid or if they're really trolling on a superior level, like flat earthers. I mean, I really want to say they're epic trolls and they're pulling off an epic thing. At the same time, like, no, people are that dumb. The same thing about 5G.
Yeah, I mean, they don't understand what 5G is and how 5G works and stuff like that. I mean, I've worked on all that stuff. I know it. I know the science of it. I know everything about it. 5G is not dangerous, people. Stop burning down freaking 5G towers.
Wait, they're burning it down?
Yeah. Yeah, 5G. I mean, yeah, people are actually burning it down. When I say I'm an expert at 5G, I am an expert at 5G. I am, my background. I would call myself probably more knowledgeable about wireless signals than I would say 99.9% of the people out there.
Yeah, for knowing what you do, you probably wrote program for 5G.
I have wrote a lot of the standards for 5G. Yes. So you can find my fingerprints if you look through the white papers on 5G everywhere.
And Carl, I'm gonna go down to your county and tell them that your neighborhood needs some 5G towers.
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. Okay.
Bring out the thing.
I'm not going to get too much into it, but 5G it has to do with wavelengths and everything. You will see people wearing like suits when they're working on 5G and 4G towers and 3G towers and any type of towers that transmit signals, because it's just like a microwave, right? You're not gonna you don't get radiated because there's no radiation. 5G and 4G and all that, it's not radiation at all. It refers to the size of the signals. I know a lot of people are saying that it's the same wavelength as anti-crowd weapons, and that is true. It is the same wavelength, but it's like saying like a birthday candle is the same as a blowtorch. It's not. It's not at all. It's totally different. And 5G cannot make you sick. The reasons why you get cancer and stuff like that from certain type of radiation and stuff like that is because the size of the waves. The 5G it is more powerful, so to speak, because you can transmit more data. Once again, because of the wavelength, right? But I don't want to get too into it. I can explain it more, but I'm going to get into the woods with math and everything else, and I don't think anybody really wants me to get into math, and but just remember, it cannot hurt you like what people are saying. Let me see if I can pull up something here really fast. 5G wave versus wavelength versus X-ray. X-rays can cause cancer, right? Let's see.
Yeah. Well, when you get to the X-rays, it's sort of like when you're at the doctor, they say it won't hurt you, then they go hide behind the lead shield.
Well, no, I mean X-rays can definitely hurt you.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here's a good documentation, right? Give me 1 second. Let me just open this up in a new tab. All right. Okay. Let me pull this up here, and I'm about to take you guys to some science school.
Hey, come on. I got college. I got my son's school. I didn't come on the show to be back in school, John.
All right. All right. Let me just blow this up a little bit here.
Matter of fact, I think I'm going to start homeschooling because that Common Core stuff is a load. I'm guessing John is froze up there.
No, I'm not frozen. I was reading the thing. All right. So here we go, right? You have two different types of in the electromagnetic spectrum, right? And like you have two different types of waves. you have ionizing rays and non-ionizing waves, right? So if you look right where it says, let me see, right here where it says, can you see my little mouse move? No, probably not.
No, not.
Actually, let me put this right here. I got something. Okay. Let me change this.
Yes, Carl, we're going science.
All right. All right. Yeah, this is better. All right. Let me blow this up.
Hey, Carl, I think we need to get the trash cat on here. What do you think?
All right. Okay. Okay. This is the electromagnetic spectrum, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have different types. You have non-ionizing and ionizing. Non-ionizing does not cause cancer. Cell phones do not cause cancer. People used to be afraid of cell phones because they used to think, oh, it causes cancer, but it does not. If you look. Okay, this is where 5G. So this is where 5G lives right here, right? 5G lives right here between cell phones and microwaves and satellites. So your microwave is more damaging, which it's not at all. And direct TV signals is more damaging, which is not at all, than 5G. So if you look up here, visible light, right? Infrared, you got visible, you have ultralight. If you look at the signals, see how, not the signals, the wavelengths, they're closer. So this is when you start getting into cancer affecting stuff right around here. The ultraviolet UV rays can cause skin cancer because they fall into the ionizing band with X-rays and gamma and cosmic rays, which are very, very bad. X-rays and cosmic waves are bad. This is like death over here. Gamma rays and cosmic rays don't turn you incredible Hulk, they kill you. They don't mutate cells, they break down cells. That's one of the big misconceptions what people have is that radiation mutates cells. It breaks down cells. It kills them off. That's why it's used in cancer treatments. So this is where you start getting skin cancer and stuff like that. So basically my point is walking around outside in the sun is more dangerous than 5G waves. Even a microwave is more dangerous than 5G wave, which is not dangerous. But walking around in the sun is definitely can cause skin cancer, and it's a lot deadlier than 5Gs. So there you go. Science, bitch.
Simple. I like it. It wasn't too bad.
Yeah. So basically, all I'm trying to say is that you have more of a chance of being hurt by the sun than you do by 5G waves. And they definitely don't cause coronavirus.
I just realized on my fish tank behind me, I got UV bulbs in there. So technically that's more dangerous than 5G in my cell phone.
That is correct. There was a big thing where people used to think cell phones are used to cause brain cancer. And people used to be so scared. There was news stories about it. And the people who actually knew about the technology and how the electromagnetic spectrum worked were like, what the hell?
It's one of those, or it's a prime example on mass media blowing something out of proportion. They just wanted the ratings so they could get that money for advertisement.
Okay, imagine this. This is an easy way to think about it. The waves are closer together, right? Think of them not closer together, but think of them as smaller. Which doesn't not really scientific accurate, but whatever. And let's think of a little hole. I'm doing this on the fly. Think of a little hole, and you have a big thing trying to get through the hole that can hurt you, but it can't get through it. But there's a small little piece of cyanide that can get through it that can hurt you. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I'm just trying to think of layman's terms. There are multiple reasons to not trust the government. Yeah, Ruby Ridge and Waco is definitely two of them.
Waco hit our top 3, I think it was, on Netflix, and that hasn't hit the media like Tiger King did.
Tiger King is freaking balls out crazy. And the crazy thing about Tiger King is apparently there's so much crazy shit that was going on that they couldn't put it all in the documentary. And usually documentaries try to make things look crazier. And watching some of the documentaries on the documentary, and they're like, yeah, no, that's just how crazy it is.
Well, from what I understand, they're actually talking about making a TV series on it with
they are.
With Nicolas Cage as Tiger King.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage and Matthew McConaughey are both in the running to play Joe Exotic.
Yeah, I like Nicolas Cage, but he just doesn't have that. I don't think that's in his acting spectrum.
Nicolas Cage is crazy, and he spends a lot of money on stupid shit like dinosaur skulls.
Yeah.
So that's why he has to take these movies, because he's broke all the time, because he spends his money on crazy stuff. I'm gonna Google Nicolas Cage crazy stuff by crazy.
What was it? Con Air, that Southern.
Oh, I love that movie though.
Yeah, the movie is awesome, but that Southern drawl. I mean, no, he can't be Tiger King just because of that poor attempt at a Southern accent.
Okay, all right. Let me bring this up, and this will be the perfect way to end the show here. Actually, let me throw this over here on the other screen so I can do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not used to this setup over here. Let's see. Crazy stuff that Nicolas Cage has bought. 2 albino cobras. King cobras.
Yep.
A golf. Yeah. A pygmy shrunken head.
I'd buy it.
The first Superman comic. Now that is baller. I would actually buy that. Action Comics. A pyramid tombstone.
Like an actual pyramid in Egypt?
No, it's just a pyramid tombstone.
Oh, okay.
Who the hell knows? A dinosaur skull.
If I had the money, I'd buy one.
An octopus.
I could buy one. They actually sell them for saltwater aquariums. They're little tiny fellas, but they're really sneaky and they're hard to keep inside the tank.
Well, he also bought a shark named Bitey.
Bitey. I mean, so far you're going down a list of things that I wouldn't mind owning.
A crocodile.
An alligator or a crocodile? No, it's crocodile.
A private island. A haunted murder mansion. The Shaw of Iran's Lamborghini.
Hey, you got to have a crocodile and a shark to protect your private island. So
How did we get on Nicolas Cage?
we got on him because Tiger King and
Interesting.
it's Fireside chat because we chat about just about everything on here.
Yeah, we can go anywhere. Wind Talkers, good movie, man. Very, very good movie. By the way,
John Voorhees, what's wrong about two king cobras? Those are some pretty cool snakes.
he would want to buy.
Oh, I probably said wouldn't.
You saw the picture of Nicolas Cage as Superman, right?
Yeah.
When he was when they were filming the Superman movie.
No, I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
They were gonna do a Superman Lives movie with Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage has Superman.
Yeah, do you want to see the picture of what he was gonna look like?
Not really, because I don't want to sort of ruin the image of Superman completely.
Well, I'm gonna ruin it for you. So
You're good. I can't see over there.
I want a honey badger too. It's American Gun Chick. American Gun Chick. Where the hell is my CD?
Oh, you can't see now. My wife's trying to sneak past me, and she doesn't want to be caught on camera.
Oh, there you go.
He's a horrible. No, he looked more like Dodd or one of these evil Kryptonians.
It's a balding Superman, man. American Gun Chick. Where's my CD, man? Where's my CD? I almost called you, man. American Gun Chick is in the house. If you don't know and you don't follow American Gun Chick, you should. She's on YouTube as American Gun Chick or AmericanGunChick.com. Raquel is her name, and she's a cool chick, and she just dropped in the album, which is
It's in the mail.
I'm definitely gonna do it. American Gun Chick. This is American Gun Chick right here. This is her YouTube channel.
Oh.
I think I got it. Yeah. She has a pretty sizable YouTube channel, and she has a new album. I would play it, but my sound's kind of off on the thing. Everyone Hates Me by American Gun Chick.
I might have to check that out.
Yeah. She's a cool chick. Cool. Very cool chick. But yes, I gotta have her back on the show. Well, Matt, you know what?
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Were you talking about shipping things? Where's my book at?
I'll hit up Miguel.
All right. So you ready to wrap up the show?
Yeah, I guess so, man. I want to get some Call of Duty under my belt. Dude, I just wrote a big article about a very long review I did on a jacket today that was pretty long, and I'm also dealing with another story that's going to be probably a 3-part story, around 15,000 words.
15,000 word story or a book?
That's a story. Yeah, it can be a book. It's probably going to be in 3 parts, probably 5,000 for part 1, part 2, part 3. And it's going to be an interesting story. I'll give you guys a little preview. And there was a guy who lives in the Midwest. He had a small little company, a mom and pop shop making suppressors. And he decided that he didn't like the way that his city council was ran. So he ran against someone. The ATF got tipped off that he was making machine guns, which was a lie. They sent an IOI, which is an inspector, in to do a compliance check. Now, according to the ATF's official rule book, that was leaked to me a couple months ago, which is why I got this story. IOIs cannot do criminal investigations. They do to check admin stuff. If you need to do criminal investigations, according to the ATF themselves, you need to get a warrant. But their handbook, until it was leaked to me, was not public, so no one knew that was part of the rules, which is kind of crazy that they don't put out the rules there. So the guy got arrested because he had a paperwork issue where there was a single mistake on Form 4, which was the transfer form. So he had the single mistake on the transfer form, and they determined that his markings on the suppressors were not in compliance. I guess the room engravings weren't deep enough, basically. Which usually would be, hey, you got to fix this. We'll work with you to fix it. And so what happened was they charged him with a felony instead, which according to the rules, they're not supposed to be able to do because IOIs cannot do criminal investigations. So he got charged and got convicted of these two felonies. So he lost his rights to own guns and everything else. At the time, the IOI guidebook was not publicly available. The only reason why it's publicly available now is because it was leaked to me. So he was told by his defense attorney to take a plea deal. And part of the plea deal and stuff like that was he would give up his right to appeal. So he's serving time in prison. He's getting out soon, but he's serving time in prison for something that he shouldn't be convicted of. And worse yet is he can't appeal because he gave up his right to appeal because his attorneys were dumb.
Yeah, so he accepted a plea deal and still ended up in jail, and now he can't appeal his way out of it. That sounds like a crappy lawyer.
Carl, it's on. If you go to Amalan and you go down to contributors and you scroll through my articles, you'll find it. It's totally on there. It's on a scrib. Yeah, it's really, really terrible. So I'm gonna write a big story on that. And there is a big person in the gun world that was convicted of a crime. I'm not going to say too much, but he was convicted of a crime and lost his gun rights. The crime was BS, and luckily, I know the governor of the state where he resides in. So I'm going to try to get that sentence wiped out. I'm going to advocate for him. I don't know if it's going to work or not.
That'll definitely be interesting when that comes out.
Yeah. Let me grab Carl this link really fast to the IOI manual.
I'm trying.
Amaland. Contributors. John Crump.
Where do you see contributors?
You go all the way down to the bottom. All contributors. Or I can just search for IOI.
all
I guess that was the one that Foy requested. That one. That wasn't one of the ones we. Yeah, so I'm gonna put it in the chat here before we go. I will just link the whole IOI. So you guys can download it and read it at your leisure, as the kids like to say. But I don't know. Did you find it, Matt?
No, I'm scrolling through your articles now. I did find all contributors.
There, that's the IOI manual there.
You get it?
Yep. So you can go ahead and go there, and you can read the industry operations manual. So I'm going to try to see what I can do with that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to help this dude out or not, but it is what it is. It's one of those things where it's a terrible, terrible thing. But, you know, just he got railroaded.
Yeah, he did. He really got screwed over. I mean, yes. Unless there was a lawsuit that's sued against ATF for doing that, there really isn't anything that you can do.
Well, it was brought to GOA's attorneys. And GOA's attorneys were like, oh man, we can get this guy off. And then they looked at his agreement and they're like, oh, hey, dude, he can't appeal.
Mm-hmm. Man.
All right. So American Gun Check, I want to have you on next week. I'll reach out to you on, I don't know. I'll reach out to you somehow. And you can come on American Gun Check. Raquel. And we'll have some fun. And with that, I am going to play our outro. But before we go, just a couple different things. Patreon.com/John Crump. If you like what I do, PayPal.me/JohnCC. Check out our main channel at Black Swan Media on YouTube. And you can look at clips and other cool stuff. I'm redoing that site since I can monetize that again. Yay. 25% off gunowners.org at black-swan-media. Join our Facebook group at GOA-Virginia. And remember, Black Swan Tactical. Oh, before we go, I gotta show you our new shirt that we have. Let me show you this. I forgot all about this. Man, I'm an idiot.
Where can we get this new shirt at? The
BlackSwanTactical.com. It's a new shirt. Yeah, it's my new shirt that I designed as of today.
Just the Hawaiian-based shirt?
No, it's not. It's our pandemic shirt, man.
All right.
And everything that you buy from Black Swan Tactical helps fund this show and everything else. And you get a cool shirt, man. Check that out.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll get a better picture. Hold on. Where the damn thing is. There's the damn thing. Check that out. Is that not a cool shirt?
You can't see it too good on my phone. I got to wait for it to pop up here on YouTube. And it takes there's about a 6-second delay between broadcast and the YouTube. There we go. That's a pretty cool shirt.
Yeah. And just for everyone watching on the stream, I am going to give everyone a 20% discount on the site. For
you make all the money. Buy me one.
What's that?
Telling Carl to buy me one because he makes all the money.
You can use actually 10%. 20% would kill me. Our margins aren't that high. Use code Liberty to get 10% off your entire order. Code Liberty.
Liberty.
Yeah, banner. I'm gonna go ahead and modify this. Use code Liberty for 10% off.
Yeah, you don't want to be paying for everyone's discount. Yeah, it's a pretty cool shirt. I like that zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carl, give me a couple of years. Once you get out of college, I'll show you where that money is.
Pandemic 2020. I was promised zombies. Where are the zombies?
Zombies. That's one of my favorite memes I've seen out of this whole pandemic is can't remember the character's name. He's holding Lucille the bat and saying
Negan.
Negan, yes. that was a messed up meme. That's like not the first time the world gasped when a Chinese man ate a bat or something like that. Negan. That's bad. I remembered the name of the bat before I remembered his name.
I have Lucille, man. I definitely have Lucille. Automatic discount percentage. 100%. All right, here we go.
Yeah, them cats are doing everything, tearing up everything tonight.
Let me get this. All right, there it is, guys. Starting now, the first person, the first two people, I'm gonna create the banner. Black Swan Tactical. Pandemic shirt. Free. Okay. First two people who go to Black Swan Tactical finds the pandemic shirt and uses code FREE will get the pandemic shirt for free.
First, we're gonna find it. And you said the code word is 3 or free?
Free.
Make sure you order it in the correct size.
You pick up the size.
No, because I'm trying to get it for free, and I almost clicked small.
Yeah, so there it is. First person. You're eligible, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, there's people on the site right now, and they're all
running.
A couple people. Let's see. This is kind of interesting to watch. Oh, there's multiple people. Oh, who's in Michigan? Couple of people in Virginia, Michigan, Illinois.
That's one way to find out where all your viewers are listening.
Yeah, let's see. Did you get it, Matt?
Almost. I forgot the email. Got to go back in and get it. Come on. Continue the shipping.
I might have actually added a couple more than just 3.
All right, USD $0. Pay now. Hope it don't ask for credit card. My order's being processed.
I don't know if it will or not. Actually,
no.
I didn't think about that.
Yes, I got a free shirt.
Yep, I see it. There. Oh, I have another one. Maybe I added more than just 1.
You might want to change that discount code before you buy 30 free shirts.
No, I put a limit on there.
Oh, okay.
It can only be used so many times. All right, there you go. There. How about that, man? Ended it with a bang. Now I lost you. I don't know where the page is, so we can see what's going on here. All right, I sent it over to be fulfilled. There might be a little bit of delay of the whole COVID thing. It comes from North Carolina. That's where everything is located at.
Okay, cool.
So it shouldn't take that long. I don't keep everything here. All right. Well, I guess that would be it. All right, guys. I'm gonna have American Gun check on probably this week. I think if she comes on, we can.
So we're gonna try
City.
Two shows a week, or
we're gonna try to go back to normal now that my wife is back a little bit. I'll probably try to get up to in the next couple of weeks because it's still kind of hard. I'll probably be doing like 2 to 3 shows, and then probably do more than that. After that, all right, we have one more shirt left of all the shirts I've thrown there for free.
Come on, Carl. Good luck.
I don't think Carl have bought it yet. No. Carl has not grabbed it.
John, did you?
John hasn't grabbed one either.
He said, but he forgot to do the email. Get back in there.
Someone forgot to do the email. Huh. All right. Well, it's set up to automatically. It'll automatically go. It will automatically go through anyway. So
All right.
I
Well,
just have to
John.
click a button, and it goes to the warehouse where they ship everything out.
All right. Well, John, thanks for having me on tonight. I got to get up in the morning and
I gotta get the hell out of here too. Call of Duty's calling my name. All right, guys. Anything you want to plug? Tell people how they can find you.
hit me up on Facebook, Matt DasCowboy. I think most people in the chat room already got me there. Other than that, support your local 2A communities, and it is what I said it is. It's a community. It doesn't. Carl, you go to Black Swan Media Tactical. Oh, I'm sorry, Black Swan.
It's
Black
up
Swan.
there.
Okay. And it's a 2A community, so let's bring our community together and finally help push get these anti-gun laws off the books. They're playing these political games. We just got to be patient and wait for us to win. The law's on our side, the Constitution's on our side, especially here in Virginia.
All right, guys. You heard Matt. Matt, thank you so much for everything you do for the show. Just want to say I really appreciate it. And we are going to go out. Peace, guys. Should be down in my studio next time. And see you guys later.